We are into episode 20 of this Factorio Space Age Deathworld Marathon Let's Play. We are on Fulgora, where there's some pretty dark implied storytelling. Like, not only is there the standard post-apocalyptic harvest the ruins of the disappeared civilization for your basic materials, not only is there the sky is ash and perpetual lightning storms and no solar power and all that gloom, not only is there, all the oceans are so polluted with oil as to be indistinguishable from oil, implying not only complete devastation but also organic chemistry-based life forms such as ours. And there's also just ruins, implying that they saw it coming, they prepared, they attempted to ride out the apocalypse, and failed. And there were a bunch of people who were just trying to live here until they weren't. So not only are we, harvesting what's left of their infrastructure, we're also just putting mines on mass graves, and which, to be fair, is not the worst thing we've done. Like, this is not as bad as Gleba. We didn't cause any of these deaths. We are just collecting all this stuff to pour into our own industries. So technically it's kind of dangerous right now. Yeah, there's a bunch of other stuff that we could also harvest. Let's dump this stuff in our trash slots as we wander back to the little bit of base we've built so far. All these things, do they really need to go? Not really. We've kind of found one of these other vault places and also done that as well. A novice is like pretty happily ticking along through some research. That's fine. We've got this other area where we've got these kind of defensive anti-lightning towers laid out so we can not get hit here. And we can see on the minimap our trains going around in the kind of, I'm calling it the log flume way. It's kind of an amusement park thing in that it's all one big, do we have eyes on it now? We don't quite have eyes on it. Maybe we should get some radars. It's all one big long track with no intersections. It crosses over here, but one of them is elevated and the other isn't, and then over here it also crosses, and this means that the trains can just go around and around, and I like that a lot. And we're harvesting some of this stuff. We've got things ready to just get on the train when it arrives. We've got solar panels that are isolated, powering the pumps, so that if these mining drills run down all the steam power, then the pumps will still have power to unpack the next steam when it gets here. And we've got trains that we can't see because they're by the little mall that we built last time, which I think we should go and see in a bit. So here we are. We're doing our processing at the rate of 7 on each side, 7 recyclers on each side, 7 recyclers per wagon, 7 recyclers per side of a red belt. It's like balanced in a weird way, but it is also kind of running. And this is the, kind of mall thing we put together last time. We're quality moduling all those things because we brought them over from the other place. In fact, I think we want some radars, but instead of radars, let's go to one of the several platforms that's still in orbit and have it just drop the roboports, and then we can use the roboports. Did we not bring... We didn't bring any more roboports. Did we bring any bots? No, but we bought roboport frames. So let's get those roboport frames as we have the bot frames, and then we can make that work. Actually, drop your modules as well. Give me all of the modules, and then let's just get all of the modules. I really wanted the quality modules there, but just get all the modules, it's fine. And things are more or less running, which might be a bit of a surprise. We're buffering solid fuel, we're buffering blue chips, we're buffering LDS, we're buffering red chips, we're buffering everything else, and then we're buffering everything at quality. And I think at least some of these are just misplays to continue the series tradition of discussing things that are not going right, in that if we've got a surplus of these things now and we're buffering them, this is just the rate at which we are processing stuff. We're going to have these buffers, we're going to have these surpluses later and struggle to deal with it then as well. Okay, so the rocket parts I'm somewhat less concerned about, because we do need to get on a silo, and just being able to go, I'll have these to make a silo, that's great. Oh, we've got the scrap that we picked up from the other place. But the solid fuel in particular, I don't think we need this much solid fuel. and we should dispose of it. And then I think almost everything we will need to void. And I think the way we're going to do that is, yeah, I don't even think we want quality modules in this. I think we just want, do the thing. How do I? Okay, it's just regular right click, fine. Okay, except we've also got to do this from the map because cool ghosts. Yeah, I think we just speed module all of this. And then we have something that basically, did we not bring any more red belt down? We are making red belt, but we have not made, oh, we've made some amount of red belt. That's actually stuff that's made in the mall. Our mall is making stuff work. This is very exciting, and we've made some assembler 2s, we've made a couple of quality 3 modules, all of that stuff is super worthwhile. You have all of the steel, so we can start to get some of these things out. Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, that we could have, where was my, yeah, if we did something like this, of which we will need to obtain the recyclers, but the idea of this is, and then I think we need to, yeah, let's actually grab all of this and move it down well, at least one tile. But if we are adding stuff on the other side, this pattern of recyclers should just void everything eventually, in the sense that copper is reduced to copper plate and then disappears. We mold these things as well. Do we have any of them? We do. We have 19 of them. Yeah, I don't need that many. Good job for having all of them. But yeah, let's assert what happens when we throw some copper cable in here, because we've got more copper cable than we want. So we get some copper plate coming out, and then these guys grab the copper plate and just void it. So I think a loop like this will be useful for just not having stuff. So I think there's a variety of categories of stuff that I just don't want. Mostly copper at this point, although that might change. Yeah, so that's a pattern we can fall back on, but there were a couple of other things of misplays. How is this thing going? Yeah, we don't have the stone we need. We picked up some of the stone, and then I've got all of the stone. This is not a repeatable supply of holmium. This is not doing what we need it to. Why are you not processing? Or you are processing, but then we're also venting, yeah. And the thing that struck me, a couple of things struck me about this. Okay, first of all, maybe the rare one can, well, the non-rare one can be like more than 400, but also this whole thing where this vented surplus stone, I don't think this needs to track all the way back to these other surplus recyclers over here. Like, these are not voiding recyclers, these are just the recyclers for when we realize we need, yeah, if we don't have enough iron, then we will grab some gear wheels and put them over here and get some iron out of gear wheels. And I think this can also, I mean, it's currently broken, but I think that can join here. I think that's one of the revelations of making some of these things simpler, is that we don't need to run that whole belt down behind the trains, which is also important because it's this piece of belt here that is reading its contents and shut it here, only letting these trains continue. It's on the train here. Only letting the trains continue if the circuit condition is equal to 0 of this combinator here. So if this is clear, then we let the trains continue. If we are backed up, then we just kind of put a pause on the rest of the system. Okay, so let's figure out, do we want to figure out why this stuff is backed up? Is it gears? Is it gears because plate? That's super interesting, and not necessarily something I expected. But also super easy to deal with. Is it easy to deal with? How many? What is the circuit reading of gears? 163. So if we were to have, for example, a thing here, making... Actually, this is the wrong... This is where we would need to... I think actually we do this a different way around, because all of these are seeing the same thing. I think this one says take gears if gears are greater than 160. This doesn't actually solve our problem though. So this one will process gears if we are short of iron. This one will process gears if we have a surplus of gears, which is not the same thing. But the actual problem is that we are backed up on having too many gears down here, which is kind of funny. And that's, yeah, then I was contemplating having like a recycler here. Shall we just do that? Why not? It actually needs to be a non-quality recycler for reasons. Can we? We can also mirror these. That's nice. Okay, so yeah, take gears and then just put them on this belt, and then we're going to use the same circuit condition if we can reach, which we cannot. So get all these guys in the same circuit condition. Yeah, because if we've got gears here, we probably don't need the speed modules. We probably can... Well, we can't give it productivity. We don't want to give it quality because we don't want quality plates turning up down here, and the quality filter is on these splitters. And then this thing, yeah, we want to grab this thing that uses filters. Okay, the use filter isn't necessary because it's only ever seeing those, but it is also, yeah, as soon as we get a bit of iron through here, we start making red belt, we pull all the gears off, that's fine. I was going to make radars here as well, weren't I? Give me all of... Why are you not... Green chips? Oh, you needed this one to be making green chips. You didn't actually need this one. Okay, and then I wanted a couple of radars, in addition to the roboports, and now we've got... Yeah, we've now got... Okay, we don't want a whole box of logistics boxes, yeah. So this is, you know, working? Yeah, so buffering these things seems really bad, but we'll use them for rocket parts later. Buffering the solid fuel also seems really bad. We can use that for rocket parts later. Buffering the red chips, I don't think... Yeah, having talked about voiding things like in a pattern like this, I don't think we're ever voiding red chips. I think if we ever have a surplus of red chips, we just fire these back to Novice because they are quite a high value resource. But yeah, I wanted to take... Yeah, the thing we don't have at the moment is a way of... Yeah, just get rid of all of that stuff for me, thanks. And then I've got some steel I don't want, batteries, all various parts of things that we can just fire back into the machine. Cool, yeah, just put it on the belt, we'll work it out, it's fine. Yeah, various other misplays that I realized. All of the various things along here, this is actually the only one that wants stone. Everyone else just wants, yeah, rail wants stone that we are not letting past until we've got all the bricks we want. Here is refined concrete, also refined concrete. This is just regular concrete that we're grabbing off the belt. And so I think that means first of all, we don't need nearly as much of these guys cooking the stuff. In fact, I think actually let's leave this one because of the next plan, but we don't need nearly so much stone here. And then second of all, we don't need to be running the stone and the poles all the way down here. We don't actually need the poles for this guy at all. So, I think we run this overflow, actually just straight underneath, just through here. Right through here, that'll do fine. So if we, and yeah, then also, okay, side thing. I did want to turn this back on because I think we will have shortages of copper. Wait, we don't have shortages of copper yet because we don't have that mall. But also I want this to be grabbing low density structure rather than batteries because I'm seeing how much low density structure we have falling through, but it's not going to be doing anything yet. Yeah, the idea was all these poles we don't need. All we need is a box. Why don't we have enough iron? Oh wait, I did put iron boxes in the mall somewhere, didn't I? Yeah, here we have iron boxes. We have a mall. It's doing, you know, sensible mall things. We are fine. Somewhere here, we want to be putting all of this. Can you get to here? Yes. Yeah, we want to be getting all of the stone in here. Wait, did I want to be... Wait, no, I didn't want to be doing that either. I wanted to be checking something else. I wanted some concrete, and I wanted to see... Let's do it in a faraway one so we can try and see. Does concrete crush down to anything? Looks like no. Concrete just voids. Because it does say that the... Yeah, the recycling... okay, it doesn't say it here. It says it in the recycling tooltip thing, wherever that is. Which one of these is recycling? Recycling? It's here, yes. Does not work on smelting or chemistry, and I was wondering if concrete counted as chemistry, and it looks like it does, because we aren't getting any stone bricks out, and we aren't getting any iron ore out. I was kind of hoping we could get iron ore out of that and crush this concrete into the stone bricks instead. But concrete counts as chemistry. Understandable. But I think what that means is we want to look at this box and turn off these two if we have stone bricks, under the logistics thing, of greater than, say, 100. Actually, I mean, we could just also limit this and let that back up. This is kind of not what we need to do, because this is the only thing that needs the stone bricks. These others don't need the bricks. They do need the poles, but what this means is the poles here we can actually do with a... We can go back to using... Yeah, because I also wanted pipes. And I wasn't sure where we wanted pipes, but it means that we can do, say, pipes to here, and then... Can we do a fast inserter thing? That will... Okay, let's move all of these a little bit, and then also limit the pipes. Is this... I don't know whether that's actually going to put things on the correct side or not. Oh, okay, we broke the... Okay, if the disappointment is if we broke that, then we also broke the... We also broke those controls. Okay, whatever. Can we please see... Okay, we're going on the wrong... Okay, if we're going on that side, then we can do this thing. Yeah, because the idea was we definitely want too much steel. That is not a thing I anticipated, but I am happy with it. Okay, give me the steel boxes. We will. Actually, is that true? Where is? Here's a spot we can do this. I do want and would enjoy. Say. Yeah, we should probably do this at the bottom, but we're not going to. Is that true? No, we are. We're going to do this at the bottom because it will let us vent it faster. Actually, we're going to do it right here. We want these guys to use filters for steel because we got to build a silo. So, yeah, you guys grab that much steel each. That's going to be helpful. We wanted to go and think... Yeah, figure out these things again, and I think that this is now going to get pipes and poles on the opposite side. Yeah, on opposite sides of these belts. You don't need to exist anymore because you're getting your bricks from here, but you're also kind of fine. And then, yeah, other conclusions were, I don't think I want reinforced concrete here at all. I think if we want to do concrete for the base, as in for and not here, down here. I think if we want concrete for like making floors or stuff like that, we just use here regular concrete because it's literally free, and we have noticed that there have been a pile of concrete falling out here, and that also means that this belt here, first of all, can do poles for these guys. Everyone here should now get what they need to be able to make all their stuff, but also this belt needs to disappear, and all of this is getting simpler and more robust, and I like it. And that also means that we've now got some spaces across here, 2 there, maybe 3 here, where we have pipes and poles and steel and gear wheels and all the things that we needed to be able to make steam turbines and heat exchangers. And also these heating towers were made with boilers and heat pipe, which is a little bit of a pain in the ass. Okay, so we're going to have a gap here and go heat pipe, because we definitely need the heat pipe for this as well. And then also these heating towers, and I guess we're going to figure out how to get some boilers in here. And then also medium power poles are also all things that can now just be sushi'd off, actually not really sushi'd, but grabbed from these belts, which I like a whole lot. We've now got a plan for mauling all of this stuff. Things are getting better. So let's give these things some boxes, because we've got the boxes. And all of this is going to go, you know, slowly, whatever. I'm fine with that. Actually, this one in particular, yeah, we're going to leave that one here, and then we're going to give it its own box of, you know, stuff. One of heat pipe, because all of these things are super expensive. In fact, heat exchangers, let's not get more than 5, because heat exchangers are super expensive. Whereas these we can limit to 1 stack, whereas heat exchangers also stack to like 50. And actually, let's do the same thing. Let's do the same thing here with this heat pipe, because heat pipe is also kind of expensive. Let's just get... where's heat pipe? There's heat pipe. Let's just get like 20 at a time. So I think part of the things I want to use these heating towers for is a method of kind of dealing with some of this other solid fuel that's building up. But yeah, we've now automated in the mall all of these 3 things that we wanted to, so that is fixed and better. So yeah, we've got this kind of overflow system for checking the network, it's on this pole, checking the network for how many things are on the belts and are in boxes and stuff like that. And if there are overflows, I'm just taking some of this extra stuff. Actually, where is the copper? I think a thing we need to do is we need to pull these back, because we don't actually have a good place to monitor how much copper we're getting in as plates. And then I guess, can we move this and retain the circuit conditions? We can. That's a very nice feature. Do this and use this to grab specifically copper plate. And then this is a belt we are going to maintain the underground here for no particular reason. Yeah, this is another belt of some other stuff we can use. Yeah, we can put in... not there. This pole needs to move. Yeah, we can now check this belt. Which is any of these poles. Will any of these poles reach? They will not reach. This pole will reach this belt. And now we can say... hold all belts, and we can check the amount of copper that's down here. And so now this thing which was wondering whether or not it's got enough copper, we can actually have this as a condition. If copper is less than 40, grab something, chuck it in here. And I think one of the upsides of using LDS is we're also going to get a bit more steel out. We're going to get some plastic as well. We don't really have a plan for doing anything with that. And so, yeah, we are accruing this water as well, which was kind of also the point of trying to use Again, we're getting some copper through, which is fine. Someone wants some copper, they'll grab it if they didn't grab it on the other side. Yeah. Did we? Yeah, we did that. Where's... Yeah, give me all of these boxes. All of these things want to be... We're in a mall. We're in a mall. We want to be making all of these things accessible to bots. So we've got 2 left. Power poles and... Yeah, and then the other thing we need to do is we need to get the roboports in here. Roboports would deal with coverage as well, but I think one of the things that I like about radars is they're also going to scan some stuff, and so we're going to find out a little more about what's about. This one on the the low ground I like. It's kind of it's just nice, and then yeah, we also, if we do end up backing up on gear wheels, and it doesn't look like we do, it looks like we're just processing a bunch of stuff, we will be able to get. Yeah, pivoting into blue belt is also a thing I'm thinking about. And then other things I want to think about include, we need to get ourselves some electric engines because we need to be working towards a silo. I'm down. Yeah, here's some solid fuel, which means if we can find a light oil line, and we've not made that particularly easy for ourselves. We could go through this side instead, or we could just go like down here. Does this fit? So that does fit. We could get a light oil line through here somewhere, but we need to think about not these. We need to think about more rocket fuel down. Where are we putting a silo? Wherever we're putting a silo. Basically, this is a placeholder to think about later, because we've got the blue chips, we've got the LDS, we've got kind of buffers of both of these, which, yeah, we've got a lot of that stuff. We need rocket fuel, then we can have a silo. We've got somewhere we were buffering steel, of which we're getting, it's getting there. Other things I was thinking about include, especially as we have a lot of these uncommon things, that this is... The buffer on this side is just all the less common stuff. And I think the concrete... I don't think I have a use for less common concrete. I think that could just get trashed. In fact, perhaps concrete of... Yeah, I think we're just gonna... Do we just make that call? I think we might. I think we might just go... Concrete of all types on the side. And okay, I think we are... Again, we're getting plastic through here as well. Just get any concrete of any type out. I don't think we want it. And then I think the same with stone, that we shouldn't be getting any stone through here at all at the moment. Yeah, reducing the amount of stuff that is faffing about, and yeah, just not having... Oh no, we do... We maybe there's just a lower chance of disposing of concrete. What is the concrete recipe? 10 concrete, 5 stone brick. Okay, so we could actually use... We could actually do the thing I was thinking about and use the concrete to generate the stone, which might also occasionally give us some iron ore, which is an interesting possibility, but I don't think we worry about it. I think we just actually extend this trashing mechanism, because it's doing everything it should, but we would like it to do more. And then we could just dump anything we don't want to see again, which is nice. Other things we were thinking about is, we have the ability to make power armor too, and I think we might be able to do this at a rarity, because we need low density structure, we need blue chips, several of these things are just building up here, like low density structure, rare, great, blue chips, rare, low density structure, rare. All of these things I think are going to be pretty accessible, and so I think we can consider making this at a rare level, because it's fancy, and then we need to worry about the electric engines, and we need to worry about the speed modules. I kind of want to come back to those, because I think the speed... How many of these do we need? 100 of each. They used to be upgraded modules, they are no longer upgraded modules, so it's fewer blue chips probably, but then we've also got to figure out how to upgrade all the modules to rare level. That's going to be a bit of a trick, but we do have some stuff in here, yeah. Because the other thing I wanted to do differently was back over by the nuclear, so let's just like wander back over there. Yeah, other things I think we can do better include the way we were trying to latch these nuclear reactors, of which we still don't actually have any way to get the other... Can we just put things... Actually, let's do this, just to get the spent fuel out. We've currently got 4 spent fuel here. I was kind of expecting 3, so I don't think the last latch worked. We used 2 to get these things up to temperature, and then I think we put 2 in at once, and we only want to be putting 1 in at a time. And so I think the setup is going to be easier, but we haven't actually powered it on yet, so I mean, let's just like fire that and see whether it does what it needs to. No, because these also need to be reading... Yeah, we need to do this. So they send... Yes, okay, so let's try and talk through what we have done and why this should work. Like, we only want to be feeding 1 at the same time. And I did also realize afterwards that if we circuit... Like, maybe we could do some read fuel and... Yeah, we could maybe read fuel as well, but now that we've got this set up, I think we're just going to go with it. So the idea is we're looking at both of these 2 belts. It's a little annoying because we've got to deal with both belts at the same time, but we are only taking fuel out of the box if there's less than 2 uranium fuel cells, which is looking at both of these belts. So, and there's currently a uranium fuel cell here and 1 here, but these are not putting it in the reactor until they are waiting for the combinator to give the signal that says, hey reactor, based on whether or not we have enough water, whether or not we need the steam, whether or not the reactor is cool enough for another cycle to be valuable. And then in the middle is a belt that first of all reads the content so we can tell whether or not we've already got a fuel cell on it, and then also only runs if we are more than 520 in temperature. And so the idea of this is, like, when this cools down and these 2 are turned on, and add the fuel cell to power both of these at the same time to get the neighborhood bonus, then these two inserters will put more on the belt, except that fuel won't flow around the belt and get put in the reactor to double up on the fuel, because we only want 1 fuel at a time, because when it's that cool, this belt won't be running, because it will be... Yeah, because it's... This belt will be below the temperature threshold for this belt to be running, and so the fuel will just sit here, and then when the fuel does get to this tile of belt where it could be added, it won't, because the inserter will be off, because it won't be cool enough to refuel the reactor. So I think... I'm still not convinced that that is a good explanation, but I think this is going to have a better chance of doing what we want it to. And then also, we dropped a bunch of modules, so let's grab all the modules. We grabbed a bunch of roboports as well. Get all the modules, get all the robot frames. We need to turn these into robots. I'm not sure whether we want logistical construction bots, but the amount of lightning hitting around the place makes me think that maybe we want some construction bots. Also, just so we can have, instead of radars, I like the idea of just having some roboports. I guess we're just going to have one in the way, and it's not going to have any bots, and it's going to be sad. And yeah, let's don't get it by a train. Remember, there was also all of this stuff, which I just need to kind of move around. Actually, all this ice. All this basic ice can just go back over here, because, yeah. So we're going to have to organize some of this. I mean, this is a thing I can do in between. We are kind of fine with this. This is just a bunch of stuff, sure, whatever. Is there a train nearby that I can hitch a ride with? Yeah, you You come over here. Yes. And then I shall hitch a ride. All of this... so much stuff. Yeah, cool, whatever. And then I actually wanted to go to the mining patch. And we're just going to take this train away, it's going to be fine, like these will fill up again, the other train is there. We should probably get more trains as well, I would like more than 2 trains. Also these elevated rails are just cool, because, yeah, you wait here for me. The thing that struck me is we're doing all of this quality in the recyclers, and we are trying to do quality things around the place when we can, and yeah, this is the other reason why I wanted the rubber ports. And we're doing, yeah, we're pulling out a bunch of quality stuff with which we want to do quality things. What I would really like is also quality in the mining drill, so I think we're going to go 1 efficiency module and then 2 quality 2 in all of the mining drills. Maybe we have enough quality 2 modules for this, not actually sure. We're going to find out. Looks like we... okay, we're down to the last 3 quality modules, so that was a good guess on how, you know, how much of this stuff we wanted to do. So our power efficiency is a little bit better because these don't make the power any worse, but we've now hopefully got, can we see, yeah, there's occasional little green pairs of dots there that means we are getting uncommon quality scrap, and we can already see it on the train. We've got some rare quality scrap, which is very exciting. Get back on the train. Yeah, let's just take me back to the processing place, and that means that, yeah, we are going to, yeah, we're going to have some things to worry about now, because we're going to have quality scrap wandering through here. Let's also continue to just rid my inventory of all the things that we don't want. The concrete, everything else I kind of want to keep. Let's give... we don't have a bot network here yet. We're going to have a bot network, and here is going to be the center, and we are going to just give it, yeah, to start with some bots. We've got a bot mall. Well, okay, so we had a mall. Now we've got some roboports. To be honest, I mostly wanted it for the line of sight and the radar stuff, but it's also going to be just super helpful. And then, yeah, I guess one over here as well. And then do we have... hey, here's a bunch of green chips. Amazing. Who would have thought that a mall would have green chips in it? Make me a bunch of construction bots. And then red... yeah, these coils, I guess we just fire into... guess we're not quite firing them into there. Yeah, where's this just other box of dumping stuff? Oh, that's right, because this box I was also going to move till after this checker, because this is the thing that's keeping the train here, because it's pretending that it's busy. Okay, vertical flip, put that, say, here. Yeah, all of those are in range. Give me this back. Wait, it has to be before the ice. No, it doesn't. I just have to make sure that we don't have any ice. Yeah, we put ice directly in this thing. We don't put... because this is just like a dumping... like, please take and resort this. Please pass it back through the system. Because I would rather not deal with it myself. 24 construction bots. Yeah, and then I also wanted to just give these guys... do I have any repair packs? Have yourself a bunch of repair packs. I don't know if you need repair packs, but now if something does get hit by lightning, I have no idea whether it does or not. We are somewhat covered. Are we good for power? Maybe. That's kind of a surprise. Okay, so yeah, so now we've got some amount of quality scrap being pulled out of here as well, which means that the rates of quality objects coming through here is also kind of different. That's all fine. We're still ditching all the concrete. Yeah, we've got a variety of stuff turning up over here. Yeah, so we wanted to get electric engine somehow. I don't really want to think about that yet. We wanted to get a whole pile of rare modules. Don't really want to think about that either. Rare blue chips and rare LDS we should have just made easier with all of this stuff happening. In fact, we're going to actually clear out our inventory a bit by just dropping all these modules. Actually, these modules, we're actually manufacturing these modules. We have now, yeah, we've got some quality 3 modules. That's nice. I wanted to get rid of, yeah, dumping all the stuff out of the inventory, it's probably fine. You know what? When we figure out what bots we want, we'll come back to that as well. And then, why do I have all this heat pipe? Whatever, moving on. Things I also wanted to think about, because we've got, like, I'm going to call this a mall now, like, it's kind of enough of a mall. Things are sometimes running, things are sometimes backed up, but when we're backed up on gears, we are processing them out into plate, and then we are getting other stuff, and then we should also be grabbing... because both sides of this thing are stuck. We could probably do that differently. Do I want to do that differently? I don't really want to deal with that now. What I want to think about instead, like, that is the thing to deal with. I just don't want to. Let's find some space to think about. We don't have the ability to make the purples, to make the special science yet. Do we have to make the special building? Steel plate, processing units, holmium plate, refined concrete. Maybe we do actually want refined concrete in a box for this thing, because isn't the next craft an item superconductor? Is the superconductor... superconductor, copper, plastic bar, holmium plate, light oil. So we kind of already... And then what was this one made out of? Heavy oil... holmium solution, stone. So these tanks of stuff here, which are doing fantastic things based on this upgraded form of wagon crafting, which actually needs... we're not getting all that much rare holmium. I think we just set this to... we're just out of stone. That is not necessarily something I was anticipating, because we shouldn't be letting all that much stone pass. Well, yeah, all the stone should be coming past, because these guys should be turned off. Never mind. Let's worry about that later. I want to think about the path to science, and so I think we have to make one of these things. I don't think we're going to have refined concrete in... we don't have rare poles or rare steel. I think what I actually want to do is reorganize these buffers as well, and maybe trash a lot more batteries. But basically, yeah, let's figure this out. We have to make some electromagnetic plants, then the electromagnetic plants will be able to make the superconductors, for which we need the holmium, for which we have a method of doing because we have the tanks of the fluid, light oil, pretty easy, plastic, and copper. Other reasons why I was thinking about trashing LDS if we needed copper, because, you know, that gives us both things we need. Then we need... this is actually the only thing we need batteries for, and we need this. This is actually a lot of green circuits as well. Currently we are trashing blue chips to get green circuits. And then stone, heavy oil, holmium solution. So this is also, yeah, all of these are holmium. Electrolysis should be pretty straightforward. It's just the one stone, and we should also be able to do that. Yeah, all of this stuff. All of these, yeah, these upgraded parts, we're actually not getting enough basic stone through, which is super interesting. Okay, so some of the basic stuff turns up and then we're just running. Okay, it was because everything else was backed up. Now we're getting the basic stone through, we're starting to process some of these things out again. Yeah, I was thinking that off this belt, because it will have stone when there's a surplus, we could also just have somewhere something that's... oh, is it also in the electromagnetic plant? Reasons... also in the electromagnetic plant. But I think that's a reasonably easy thing to do close to this wagon, because the heavy oil, fine, literally free, holmium solution, fine, stone was also sitting here. Yeah, then we're going to need a plan for these things. So I think I need to run around and collect some of the materials for the electromagnetic plants, and I think at this point we're also going to sort this buffer out, and then also sort out this buffer, because there's a bunch of stuff that wants to just move around. And then, yeah, the water situation is fine. The situation here is nothing has changed, but there's another cell waiting, and there's heat in the pipes and steam in the tank, so that's all fine. We really don't need 5 of these here, do we? These are... We actually only need 1 of the turbines here, but also, I believe that we are manufacturing the turbines here, and we also have bot coverage. So what I think that means is... Why are both... Ah, because now we've got quality in here. These cargo things want to be... The cargo is no longer any good, because it's not going to be stacking. So I think this one here in particular wants to be inactivity. Except inactivity is also not good because we're pulling steam out. Okay, I think what we do is we just go greater than 3,800. Why are we not going anywhere? Automatic. Actually go here first. Is it, can we just have this hold still close enough to see what kind of rates of stuff we're getting out? So we've got 1.9, 1.8, so it could be around 3. Yeah, well, let's set this to... Oh, that's right, because this is still quality normal. If we said quality... There's no any on this filter. Okay, so I guess we're still dealing with this kind of stuff. Yeah, I mean, this is things that are always going to get a little more annoying. And so this means that these wagons will no longer be full, but we're also fine with that. Greater than 3.6. And we can solve this problem with more trains as well. That is a thing we wanted to do. But at the moment, all of these guys are just, yeah, dumping their stuff in here. Yeah, these are no longer going to be full, but I'm okay with that. We're still going to be efficient enough. Yeah, okay. Buffer management time. Time to think about these modules and module upgrades. We want to get ourselves, we want to find a path to having rare speed mods, so that we can eventually make this rare armor. Thing is, we need quite a lot of them, don't we? Yeah, this is going to be so much. Okay, so we're going to do a wagon crafting thing kind of here. We had just a lot of uncommon stuff sitting around, so I ended up making uncommon wagons, even though they still have just 40 storage size. Can we swap one of these? No, we can't do this swap in place. Never mind. Doesn't matter. It's the same size. Yeah, but I don't think we do it. Or at least we have to move all of this stuff. And I think we have to move all of this stuff anyway, because it's kind of in the way. I think... Wasn't there... Yeah, I think we're going to turn this into a pit of despair. By which I mean, first of all, we're going to efficiency module some of these guys, because I don't think they need to go that fast. And we are now at 252 plus 40%. Okay, maybe we even give them 3 efficiency modules. 108 minus 40. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We don't, and also this belt here doesn't really need to exist, but I like the idea of this just going around in a circle, because what we're going to do with it is use this as a kind of wheel of despair. Yeah, we're going to have a pit of no return in here. Like here? Sure. And then let's get some of this stuff out the way and have more recyclers. Wait, can we have a... Okay, that all does not quite fit. We're going to do that again slightly to the side. Here is fine. And the idea with this is the pit of despair with the wheel of ruin. We've kind of got a Conan the Barbarian theme. If you go into this pit, you are not coming out. You're just going to go around the wheel until you are ground into dust. And oh yeah, we have our bots helping us out with. Can we power this guy as well? We can. Yeah, and we have our bots helping us out with the things we're building now. We have a Roboport network that is pretty exciting. And this also means that we put some concrete on the ground at some point. Okay, so I think the rest of this space we're going to use for science. Yeah, get me these out the way. I don't know what we're doing with those. I was also apparently trying to recycle some expensive concrete, and yeah, I think we need to reclaim this area, which is going to be a little bit awkward because there's a pile of stuff that we kind of, if we want to move all of this out the way. Yeah, so many uncommon gear wheels. I don't really have a good thing that I'm doing with uncommon gear wheels yet. And then, yeah, okay. Get rid of all of this stuff. Yeah, we're getting these electromagnetic plants because they need to do a thing. Oh, we also need to... Yeah, let's just, I guess, be a little more distracted and try and actually, can we, does this new structure, what does it do? It does, so it does all the module stuff, it does power poles, it does the superconductors that we wanted, but it doesn't do the holmium solution, which is, yeah, it doesn't make holmium plates. This is a foundry thing. We don't have the foundry yet. The foundry is in a place we have not been. Never mind. Yeah, we want to just be exporting. Yeah, get all of this stuff made. What was this? Oh, this chem plant here was when we were thinking about this recipe, which is the other thing we were thinking about doing with this surplus stone. So maybe this one needs to live over here? Because we're going to need at least one of these here anyway. This is the only building that can do this. We've got 5 module slots. And we've got 2 megawatts of stuff. That's a lot. Okay. I think we want to rotate this building this way. Because we've got this heavy oil in 2 places. Okay, this output in 2 places. We can have... stone here and here, and then still get... Okay, we can't get that in there. Okay, I think we're going to move this to a slightly different place, but I think that generally we need one of these in this kind of space, making this electrolyte thing. We've got, we need to power this thing so it's actually running, and then I wanted to, also set these filters to be, one of them to normal, one of them to greater than normal, and because I was also wondering about, this was the, shall we do the uncommon concrete thing, because we've now got uncommon plates, which I want to be using for science, but yeah, these guys, these are kind of filling up, never mind, and then at some point we will be using, is it just like this? Is this a good way of connecting stuff? Because we can also just grab any of the stone that we want, like so. Maybe. I think I quite like that. Whatever, we can deal with that later. Yeah, the thing I wanted to do was figure out where all of this wagon craft stuff could go. And I think the theme is we are not necessarily trashing all the concrete, but also we might be trashing a whole bunch more stuff, and then we've got to do electric engines for a silo at some point. Never mind. Yeah, because we did want to filter off a bunch of stuff here into the wagon, and then we need to figure out where the wagon will fit. And I think we do also need to give this a locomotive so we have enough space. But also we are going to need, I think, a pile of space. Can we go this way? Because less stuff needs to fit around the locomotive. Maybe. But then we're maybe using all of the space. Yeah, because the idea is, and I don't know if this is going to fit yet. Locomotive so we can read signals, wagon so we can do stuff, and then we want a number of assemblers, some of which are necessarily at quality. Can we move these out the way a bit? Maybe we should also... we can get that later. Yeah, we want to be able to work towards modules of rare quality. And then this one wants to be efficiency modules of rare quality. And there are two ways to get these modules of rare quality. And yeah, we're going to do a wagon crafting thing, because of course we are. The other way to get wagons of this quality would be if we had... We're actually going to want more... We're actually going to want more assembler 3s for this, aren't we? Because we want to put a lot of quality modules in these. You need to be making me speed modules instead. Let's get you some space. And then I need, yeah, a bunch of these, a couple more of these. Everything, oh yeah, of course everything is stopped. We killed everything. It's fine. And then we haven't actually got any more of these. I think at this point, we want to be making things with module 1s and then socketing, yeah, upgrading them to module 2s later, because we are still kind of short on the number of modules we have, but never mind. Yeah, so this is one way of getting rare modules. Another way of getting rare modules is we make the same modules at uncommon quality. Yeah, okay. Doesn't actually make it any easier, does it? Yeah, setting those recipes with quality versus not. Yeah, making these with uncommon quality, one of each, yes. And then giving them the quality mods, which are over here. So, yeah, we are one short. Never mind, it's all nervous, fine. Which means we need to put a bunch of stuff in this to help make these modules, but then we've also got to get one of these recyclers over here. Oh, this is actually the one we want quality for. This assembler here is the thing that really wants the quality. So maybe we just don't run these ones yet while we are worried about where we're getting the rest of these quality modules from. Actually, probably what we should do is go back over to this smelting with a bunch of quality 1 modules and downgrade them, because we don't need 4% quality in like a whole stack of modules not running half the time. But we can worry about that later. Yeah, so we want to pull out of this anything that... Can we actually do this the other way around? I bet we can. That's better. Yeah, we want to pull out of this anything which is a efficiency module 1 of uncommon quality, or an efficiency module... Did I say efficiency? I did say efficiency, and then I clicked on the speed. So, okay. Speed and efficiency modules of uncommon quality. And then we just put the results back in here, and that's how we get the stuff in here. We then need to work on getting the rest of the stuff in here. And I think we're going to do... I'm trying to figure out how to effectively use all of these... Yeah, I think this is going to get everything we need into the wagon, and then we've just got a belt here on which we put stuff. And I think we're going to leave... Because we do still have this other path of stone, and I was thinking about throwing an inserter up there. What we could also do, and then this has got slightly more awkward, yeah, is we can just use filters to blacklist for stone of any quality, and then also have the same thing but a whitelist for stone of any quality, and then also just yeah, this is why we went underground in... is that true? We could just actually run it like this. Yeah, and then we can have this belt of stone getting in here, and then this underground belt into which it receives... Yeah, this is a belt of stuff that we want to put in the wagon to be crafting things. And the stuff, there's a variety of stuffs we want to put in the wagon. We want to get... And I think we do a bunch of diagonal splitters. And I think we do I think we're going to do a bunch of diagonal splitters to help move everything else out of the way. Because the first thing we want to put in to the wagon is any red chips of greater than normal quality, which I think is going to be the only red chips we have, because all the red chips of normal quality are over here, but whatever, we'll keep that as well. And then blue chips of greater than normal quality, also yes. We might have some green chips of greater than normal quality as well. So yeah, these ones can be green chips of greater than normal quality, and then also specifically low density structure that is rare, because we need that for the armor. Do we need that for the armor? We do need low density structure that is rare for the armor. Okay, so actually this also only wants to be rare blue chips, but I don't think, oh yeah, only rare blue chips, but I think this is going to be, we're not going to get that many of them, so it's probably fine. So put these here, and no, not that one. Very much not that one, thank you. This one that leads to the underground. Oh yeah, then this is the stone one. Yeah, okay, so all of those things are going to get in the wagon. We need the quality modules to upgrade these things. Oh yeah, because we haven't got any of that running yet because we blocked it all. Do we want to? I don't even know if we. Okay, you are going to get quality modules for now, and then we're not going to give the other one inserters, so we can power all of this on. Yeah, this is sitting the thing, and then yeah, bridge this power over here, and now we have another belt of stuff, and I think the other belt of stuff, yeah, and we're just gonna run this other belt of stuff elsewhere, and probably run it down here and think about doing some science processing down there. The thing that also strikes me is we don't have a whole lot of stuff coming out of this. Yeah, that was the train waiting here because we were blocked. It's the system doing what it is supposed to. The train doesn't arrive until this little section of belt is free. Yeah, we're still not getting a whole lot of stuff out. I think we do want to leave these at 2 quality. But then if we're building science down here, we're in quite a good position to hook more scrap into a science build that's down here, of which we've got a ton of space, so I'm pretty happy about that. The issue is we've got a whole pile of stuff over here that we don't necessarily know what we're doing with. Actually, let's give all of these... Yeah, there is a pile of stuff, and then in my inventory there's not, and then over here there's a whole lot of batteries and a whole lot of plastic. Yeah, so is this at least doing what it should be? You are... Oh, because we spec you to module 2s. That was silly. We want you to be uncommon? Yes. Uncommon speed module 1s, right? That's the correct tier of stuff. And then because we've got some rare modules floating around, we are making some of the rares. And then, yeah, I kind of want to see this thing do what it needs to. Yeah, can you have... I've got some of the things. Yeah, so it made an uncommon module. It was rejected. It was not of rare quality. This recycler ate it, and then the uncommon stuff ended back in here. And the thing we don't have is a way of getting uncommon... Is this the right round? This is the right round, isn't it? Yeah. Accidentally, yes, because the other thing I wanted to do was to figure out here how to get a belt of uncommon green chips, because one of the other things we're also looking at is, yeah, we don't have the recipe do we have the recipe unlocked? I think it's one of the things, yeah, before this. We need here. We need a source of green chips, like a better source of green chips. We need batteries, we need holmium plate, we have both of those. We need a way to get... Do we also need copper plate? We do, so we need to make copper plate. We've got some plastic floating out from some other places. We've got sort of a... Yeah, we've put one of the electromagnetic facilities, whatever, in a position to do this, but we're not doing it yet. And then doing this at quality is going to be one of the tricks. But also the issue there is both of these things use holmium plate, and the rate at which we are getting holmium plate out at quality is determined by this quality here. Like, we're only ever getting 8% quality on holmium plate, and we can't do any better because it's a fluid recipe and the fluids don't have quality. So, all of this stuff being, yeah, I just wanted to hack in another thing here, didn't I? Can you guys also just get out of my inventory? Because, yeah, the reasons why we want a pit of despair to just blast a bunch of stuff. These belts we're not going to worry about yet. Yeah, cool, fine, and then all of this stuff, yeah, because what I want to do is, and I think we're just into hacking spaghetti together mode, is we want some sort of green chips here at an uncommon quality, but then we also, for reasons, want... I've put these in the way, haven't I? Never mind. Yeah, and I think the way we're going to do this is we're just going to go... We're never going to need that many, are we? Because we're just super slow here. And I don't think we're going to upgrade these. We're going to manage the quality beforehand. We want... Actually, we don't even want coils here. We just want green chips of uncommon quality. Because we've already got coils of uncommon quality on this belt. But we need... Yeah, we need a source of... I've lost the recipes. And actually, yeah, we can use... I don't think we're using this plate. We are going to use this area to remember the things we needed. Batteries and plates. And then this one was... The superconductors was copper and plastic on the same belt. So we have some amount of copper that's kind of falling through, and then also some plastic because we are reprocessing the LDS. So I think we want to do a thing where we go... Where? I don't actually think it matters where. I think we're still just making a mess. Yeah, get some of this space back. Grab any copper at normal quality. That's you and you, and then you... Actually, do we want to do this? Yes, we don't want to... I was wondering about having these things also have... I was wondering about doing one where we had plastic and copper, and then having a splitter to filter out which side, so we could have more things grabbing, but I don't think we do that, because this way things will be, yeah, more clear about which... Yeah, I think we'd get blockages in other ways. Okay, so we can have a belt of copper and plastic, which is a thing we need for this recipe. We also then need batteries and green chips. So I think we can do this again here with filter for normal quality batteries, and then I think we've got to do... I don't think we've got to do, but we are going to do all of this again for... high quality ingredients, or at least higher quality ingredients. Can we can run these together. I don't know if that's helpful or not. It's probably not. Let's leave more space. Yeah, because the thing we want to do is immediately this again for items of uncommon quality, because we are going to be managing qualities as we are attempting to do some of the science. And this was all... Yeah, this... there was a line of thought that was this going into all of the... Where can it fit? It can fit here. Yeah, there was a line of thought where this was all going to be about... Can I have red belt? Have we made red belt? We have made red belt. That's kind of a surprise. Yeah, whatever, we can spaghetti that later. The point was, if we take off from these belts the copper plate and plastic and batteries that we want, then down here we have a place where we can get surplus batteries out, which I like. You guys are still just... Yeah, we're getting our rare modules. Yeah, we just need to get the uncommon green chips in. Yeah, so the idea here was we can then also grab more batteries, and we want this to be... Actually, at both common and uncommon, to be honest. So batteries common, batteries uncommon, and then also gear wheels, because actually gear wheels strictly at uncommon. Any common gear wheels are going elsewhere. So gear wheels uncommon. Because if we junk these things, then we will have a method of getting iron we need for this, and also more copper we need for both of these. Can we use the same? I think we can. Yeah, because this is going to give us green and red chips, right? So we can just go green and red chips of any quality. And then if we have this thing pulling out this way, this is getting much worse. I am enjoying this a lot. Any quality of iron, any quality of copper comes out this way, and now we've got a place where we can... Yeah, it's gonna have to go here, that's fine. Now we've got a place where we are using the same recycler, and it will actually get priority because this stuff is on the inside and will be closest to these inserters, but also gets priority over the stone. This is fantastic, and now we've got a place where we are getting any kind of iron out, and all we need to do is, yeah, just keep this running. And in fact, do I have in my trash... I've got some rare gears. We didn't want rare gears. Yeah. But then also, this belt of junk also still has the coils on it that we need to give to... Oh, it's over here. It's not these two over there. They are... Yeah, so do we just feed this back into the sushi? I think we might. I see no downsides to that plan. Yeah, so that just gets in here, and we've then got a pile of... We've got a pile of rare gears. We need an electric engines at rare method that we want to be able to get. Yeah, this is... Some of these are going to come out at higher quality, aren't they? They're not all going to be something that this guy can use. But I think then also, we just go... Also rare quality green chips, which we can also just put in... okay, yeah, this is a plan that I like a lot. Rare quality green chips... you guys can just jump over here and then also just head... Okay, maybe not quite. Head this way. So now we've got a way of getting rare quality green chips into the place that's kind of struggling for rare quality green chips, so I like that as well. And then, yeah, somewhere here you're going to need a bunch more stuff, whatever, power all of these things. You guys are one off. Okay, move all of this over here. Power all of these with fewer poles in a way that I like. Power this differently. Yeah, these belts of stuff are not quite in the way. Do we need... Yeah, so the deal... So we're getting some rare iron out of this. We also, at this point, I think, want to be doing... Yeah, gears of greater than rare quality, but maybe that happens somewhere else, because I'm thinking about these electric engines. We've got a way of getting rare green chips over here, although at this point it would be nicer if they were here. Can we... We've got the rare green chips. If we go rare pipe, if we go rare pipe into rare engines, then all we need to do is figure out how to combine that with the rare green chips, which are over here. And the thing is, I think... yeah, this is rare iron and rare copper. I think what we do is we go... this to send copper of any quality back into the sushi, and then down here we split this by quality so that they don't... they're still going to back up, aren't they? Yeah, they're still going to back up if we do that, so never mind. But the idea was we've got the coils of several qualities on this belt, which is one of the belts that these green chips want. This is now the other belt that these green chips want, and we've not left a whole lot of space, but whatever. These batteries we need for sciences later, so they can just... can they get underneath? They cannot quite get underneath unless we move all of this stuff, which is super viable, so we're going to do that. And then we've also got to worry about quality versions of the sciences, but whatever. And then, yeah, this belt. Yeah, like so. And then we also have... actually, let's do it this way. Yeah, slightly less space here, because now we can have... and then not powered, so we can think about the filters. I think we also... are you... any quality battery? Okay. And then, yeah, because one of these at least wanted to be rare quality gears. But then I think we also want to do the thing that we check this belt for its contents. Doesn't matter. It actually doesn't matter. No, it does matter, because we were thinking about where we were doing this, because I don't think it's here, because that space is a mess. We're also getting normal quality. We're getting normal quality plates out of this. Do we want normal quality plates? Yes, because we do also, for other science-based reasons, we do want some normal quality green chips as well, because some of this stuff is going to happen at normal quality. So we do actually want normal quality green chips as well. Okay, plans are developing. Let's prod mod. Let's prod mod all these green chips. Why not? There are no particular downsides. Let's also give them double inserters where they're trying to reach... yeah, double inserters where they're trying to reach the coils, because they might enjoy that. I've run out of fast inserters. Bots will probably bring me fast inserters. It's almost certainly fine. There we go. So you guys are just running. Then down... yeah, we wanted to figure out... you want to be a... use filters, but I haven't decided for what yet. Then similarly, I think we're going to have some more of these inserters as well, but haven't decided how much. And then we want to say... if there's less than... that actually didn't get the quality filter. If there's less than, say, 10 rare plate, then we also junk some rare gears. Let's make this 20 rare plate, because I'm not sure that we are really getting all that much done. Yeah, because now we've got... here's a belt of 3 different qualities of iron plate, which is a little bit of an issue. I think that means we want to actually spiral this. Yes, and now this is going to be read all belt contents. And we can track how many iron plates of each type we have. And let's move this over here. And yeah, Donald Noth, we are optimizing prematurely. We did not need to save all that space, and it's going to make things strictly worse. But it means that we could now circuit control each of these things yeah, actually this one here, we can also circuit control and say if this belt with the iron has less than 20 uncommon iron plate. Cool. And in this space here, we are somewhat near the green chips. We have, yeah, an accessible way of getting engines. Are we? Where are these? The uncommon chips are going here, the rare chips are going over here. I think we actually need to do this thing over here? I'm not sure I super enjoy that, because I could... let's just sushi this back onto this main belt. What are we doing? How much space do I have in... Yeah, give me all these back, and get this junk out of my inventory. Okay, cool. Get all of these batteries out of the way. Thanks. And then... Yeah, all these... Yeah, so we wanted... Okay. Rear gears. Why? Oh, because they're coming from the trash slot. Okay, fine. We wanted somewhere... This can make rear pipes. This can make engines. Yeah, rear engines. And I'm tempted to put them back on this belt and then take off rear engines here, because that puts the rear engines right next to the rear chips that are over here, which if we can get some lubricant in, which shouldn't be too hard, yeah, cool. Let's just finish sketching out this thing. This stuff, rare... You're only going to need to see this stuff. You will need to see all of these things. Do I have... I already start with a pile of stuff, which is cool. And then, do I have anything... Yeah, let's do this thing of just like... Oh, I've got these uncommon green chips. Uncommon green chips, uncommon blue chips. Do I have anything else on my trash slots? Not really. You... can we... Okay, so you're still working on other stuff. Fine, whatever. Okay. Yeah, this is... We're going to need to circuit condition some of these things as well, aren't we? We're not going to want all of this stuff falling out. We're not going to have any regular gears to junk here. The only source of iron that this will have will be junked batteries, which will also give us copper. But I think that's fine, and we're going to dump rear engines back on this belt. Sure. And then we're going to have another little box over here that is going to take the rear engines. And then we want an assembler here. Yeah, this is going to make us rear electric engines. Electric engines rear. For which we need to figure out how to squirrel in some lubricant, but you can take these chips as well. The lubricant is going to end up getting through here somehow. Fine, we can spaghetti that later. We also want to grab, yeah, rear engines from this belt, and then I think we also circuit condition, I don't know, maybe we don't make pipes. Yeah, I think this is fine. I think we only make pipes if rear engines are less than, say, 4. And that's not going to take up too much space. But also all of the... We've really only got one side of this to work with because we've got space for new things to arrive, but then also stuff is just going around in a loop. So, this is kind of awful. Did you have... I think I also want to have somewhat... some boxes of stuff to just... Like, I think we should trash some of these things. I think we should trash these batteries. I've got this iron plate. Which is, yeah, these are things that we can just smash in here and at least start to make some things, which is nice. And then I also had a pile of batteries, didn't I? Rare and uncommon batteries. And then we've got, yeah... Let's not look at that for a while. But... What did I just put in there? I meant to not have that open and hide these in trash slots. Why don't we have anything arriving? Like, we've done a bunch of stuff here that I like, that I am happy with, that I do not feel bad about in any way. Is that true? That's not true. We need an output for this guy to be delivering. And let's also prod mod the rare... Let's prod mod both these kinds of rare engines. They're both worth it. They're rare engines. Where can we can have another thing fitting here. So we've got a place where we're putting rare electric engines. Actually, that's silly. What we should be doing is... I mean, this is also still silly. Can we get... I mean, yeah, this one goes this way. And we're just going to drop any rare engines we have on this belt. And then over here... is there any other... There's no other lightning towers we can connect to over here? Whatever. Over here, we're just going to filter for electric engines of any quality. Yeah, so if this runs, which it isn't running, and at the moment the bigger concern is why don't we have any new stuff, we can make green chips of all quality, use some of them to be making the quality of modules we want. Do I want to be making some... I think what I actually want to be doing at the moment is using this to make uncommon quality modules so that we can just have more quality modules, because we've got all of this stuff sitting around. And then we can get some uncommon quality modules, we can quality module these guys, yeah, all of this is, yeah, so we've got a way of making quality electric, yeah, high quality electric engines, rare quality electric engines. They're also going to end up in the wagon next to, I'm going to leave the rare batteries here so we can do, and then do I have rare steel? No, I have rare steel. We gave away the rare steel, didn't we? Oh, I put uncommon steel in there. I don't want uncommon steel there. I just want, yeah, this rare steel, which we can also use some amount of to be crafting batteries and equipment and stuff. Why do we have... Oh, because this is blacklist. That's silly. Okay, so now we've got, yeah. I was trying to figure out why all these plates and things were in the wrong chest, and the answer was because we had a blacklist there instead of a whitelist. Okay, so this all should be doing what we needed to. We should be able to fire a bunch of stuff in here. This is pretty great. Yeah, we need this to be moving, but also immediately I'm wondering why the rest of the base is not moving, and the ice is backed up, which is hilarious. Yeah, I was wondering about the next thing to do anyway, and this might be the last thing we do this episode. Have we got a lot done? The base hasn't really changed. I guess we added this. We've got something that's working towards science processing. We've got... Yeah, that's not running. This output full? Okay, buddy. If you say so. This can go here, and we can do this again. Multiple chests of this stuff is something that I'm actually pretty happy about. Yeah, I think the short-term hack here is we're going to slap in... Just going to slap in another tank. Because we can, and that'll start to melt all these different qualities of ice. But the other thing I was going to do is... Yeah, we're currently getting all the grid from these three steam turbines. And I'm wondering about slapping another one in here. And this should work fine just because we can. Might need connection though, so we can do this. And now we've got 4 turbines on this side powered by the steam that we are bringing in from the nuclear reactors that I want to check are fine, and it looks like these are all, yeah, they're all doing the thing, it's fine. But the next thing I wanted to do is, yeah, at some point so I upgraded these I noticed I had a lot of uncommon solid fuel sitting around, and so now the trains are on uncommon rocket fuel, and then we've also got some rare rocket fuel, because I don't know what we're doing with this, but whatever. But this means that there's also... yeah, there's other qualities of rocket fuel that we can be progressing. This is all going to back up, isn't it? Yeah, it's all just getting here and then stopping. Oh well. But what I did want to do is, yeah, lubricant we can think about. Actually, lubricant. One of these, not one of those ones. This one also wanted heavy oil. So I think the lubricant plan is going to go over here some... that's not a... this one is the chem plant that will make lubricant. Yeah, this one is going to make lubricant. I don't think bots have that chem plant. So, yeah, they can have... turn off my blots. They can have this chem plant. Yeah, we have mauled all of this power grid stuff. Why we only got 2 of these? Because we don't have heat pipes. Because we don't have... do I have any normal quality steel? No, sucks to be you. Okay, fine. But how much... what do these do? 40 megawatts? We don't need 40 megawatts of healing. We only need 1 of these. And then how big is it? Where did this thing go? Yeah, turn my bots back on. Where is... yeah, so it's a 3x3. It's 40 megawatts. I think we're not even going to bother using all 40 megawatts. I think we're only going to think about pulling 20 megawatts out of it, because also... our grid is currently not anywhere near 40 megawatts. So, yeah, if these guys are doing 10 megawatts each, and then we've also got these steam turbines that can be doing 5.8, I want to figure out a way... because the thing I want to do is, and yeah, this is all backed up, we will worry about that later as well. Can we move this guy by 1 tile? No. Can we move it this way by 1 tile? Yes. Okay. I want... and we'll do it over here so that we don't pick up these filters. I want to be grabbing solid fuel of specifically rare quality. I've got solid fuel of... yeah, solid fuel of train quality. That's fine. Yeah, and then also the same but solid fuel of any quality. And put these guys here. Yeah, we like that. And that means that we do something like this. We currently don't have anything that we're doing with rare quality solid fuel. We're catching some of the uncommon stuff. The normal stuff can be rocket fuel, you know, if this was running, it's currently not. But this means that we will take rare solid fuel and then top it up with any normal solid fuel, and then somewhere this pattern, where will this fit? Where can we get water into this thing? We could get it in here. Is this fine? It's only making the concrete. Yeah, I think it's fine. I think we go like that. And then like so. Maybe here. And then we will need some heat pipe, but not very much heat pipe. We are specifically doing a quite low heat pipe plan. Put the heat pipe back. And then I also wanted a pump, because I did want to pump out of this only if we had a surplus of water, which we currently do. And then, yeah, because I want to make sure we keep the water for the light oil cracking, because that's more important. More will depend on that. And then what's this? This is concrete, which is less important, and then the holmium, which is more important. So I guess, although, yeah, we still want to be only doing the holmium if we have a surplus of water, which we currently do. Water greater than, I don't know, 3,000? So we're going to have a large supply of water here, and then pull all of the surplus out, which is fine. And then, okay, no, we are actually going to use these 2 positions because, yeah, have some solid fuel. Yeah, then we've got a steam source here, and so we would like more turbines. Here? That's fine. Power these two turbines, power that dude. 2.0 fluids, make everything kind of nice. And we are deliberately not mixing the steam with this source of steam. But because we have 4 of the turbines from our solid fuel steam and then 4 turbines from the nuclear steam, we will always split the energy load by half. Even, yeah, whereas if we combine the steams, then this one would probably run and fill up this tank, and then the nuclear steam wouldn't be doing anything. But this is, if we had this running, a better plan of getting something done. What have we got down here? Oh yeah, there's a lot of steel, there's a lot of gears. You are not getting rare pipes. You are running. Can you have... Yeah, you just... I think I want to give this box some... Do I have... I have the rear gears, I have all of this stuff. Oh, I've also got personal quality solid fuel. Yeah, we're just gonna dump some of this stuff out. Which should make this run, which means we should get some... Do we actually have any... Oh no, because we haven't hooked up the lubricant. Yeah, sure. Okay, and then we've got a bunch of other stuff in here as well. We've got copper plate out, we've got uncommon copper plate out, we've got places for plastic and uncommon plastic if we had those. I think... Where are we going? I think we're just going to put a little thing here that says, hey, I've got some plastic. And then also over here, just to be able to go, I mean, maybe we do this with storage chests later. Yeah, because we've still got... Yeah, so we've got some belts of stuff we need for science. We've got... Do we just run this thing into the pit of despair? That's compelling. This is worried about not having red chips, which I appreciate, because we're only doing the things at quality and it's all kind of stopped anyway. Do I have a good reason not to just run this into the pit of despair? I don't know that I do. You know what? No, we're still going to run it into the pit of despair. I was going to prioritize into not running into the pit of despair, and then realized that it'll still back up on something I don't want, which is unhelpful. But yeah, now all of this should run. We are now junking a pile of stuff. We are actually only unpacking this at the space of half a red belt, but we should also be taking so much stuff off that all of this should just flow. Like, when this is not backed up, yeah, when this is not backed up, we have much less than a full red belt of stuff anyway. Oh, we've got rare and uncommon iron plates in here. Okay, the other thing we're going to do then, because that's a super helpful thing to have noticed, is... Okay, not yet. Let me just do your filters first. We want iron plates of any quality. You guys find any of that stuff. You get iron plates of any quality. You dump it into the little loop, which should be running but isn't, because we don't have the rare coils, because we don't have... Yeah, we're pulling off some of this copper, but I think we also wanted, especially for this one, a way to use some of this copper, or this uncommon copper, to get more coils out, maybe? Or at least have these guys get buffer boxes somewhere. Because maybe we do this differently. That's probably already at episode length. All of this stuff has just been ground into oblivion in the Conan the Barbarian way. Things are running. We're doing some tech, that's fine. We don't have the quality of plates we want because all of this stuff is backed up, because we didn't check over here. Yeah, these guys should really be checking this, except we would have to filter these by type, and we're not doing that. And it's a whole bunch of uncommon plate, which could just go in here, except we don't have the... Yeah, this stuff. Is there... we could get... We could get here a belt of... Yeah, I think that's a good thing we're going to do just quickly, and I think we can do it. So here is... Why are you not... Should you not have... Oh, you've got... Yeah, it's because this isn't rotating. Because we don't have... Yeah, we just need to kind of sort this out so it rotates a bit better. And then it might. But yeah, I think we want to get... Yeah, this is going to be grabbing... Wait, how did... Oh, this one doesn't want these green chips. It wants these green chips. Of course. And then... Yeah, most of this is going around. I think we want to figure out how to get some uncommon and rare coils on this belt so that these guys can run more consistently, so that we're taking this stuff off more consistently, so that things continue to flow. I think we could also bring this down, because we don't need all that much of it. Just a 10 and just a 10. Wait, are we also... Yeah, this is also the issue, isn't it? We are pulling batteries off, and we are scrubbing batteries and getting copper out without checking about whether or not this belt is already full of stuff. So we definitely want... Yeah, we'll hack some coils in here. We've got some power grid stuff done. Did we actually unblock this thing, and is it actually running? No, but if stuff goes past, then it is occasionally running. Is it even up to heat? It is up to heat. These guys are output full. These steam turbines are running. These guys are... not contributing? Curious. They all definitely should be contributing. We can check one of these guys and see that we've got 8 on the grid. Oh, we've got accumulators somewhere that shouldn't be... Aren't these 2 distinct grids? 10 accumulators here, 10 accumulators here. This grid, I thought I saw accumulators on it. I don't know why we've... Oh, we've got 1 accumulator here or something. Whatever. It's fine. Yeah, we've got a small number of... Oh, we've got rare quality mods. That's exciting. Okay, so we've got some quality mods happening. We've got 17 of these quality mods, which we wanted... Where did we want the quality? It was just here that we wanted these quality mods, wasn't it? But that's very exciting. We are... Yeah, still only trashing the quality, the mods we don't want. If we could get... Yeah, we just need to do this coils thing that I have said 4 or 5 times. Yeah, we're going to call the episode here. Yeah, continuing shenanigans.